Hi, I'm Mike doing business as JR, and we're going to talk about article marketing. Article marketing is actually kind of a tough aspect of the online marketing world. The reason why I say that is because there is one site above any others that you want to get your articles up, and that's Ezine Articles. But Ezine Articles is quite honestly a bitch to get your articles up. They make it very difficult, and they are extremely inefficient, and they love to waste your time. And if you don't get your article right the first time, it'll take you another possibly 21 days to get it possibly up if they don't deny it a second time. You know, in order to be effective, if you're going to do any kind of marketing, you need to be doing it every day. You know, it's the only way it's going to work. If you're posting one article once a week or once a month, it could take years before that whole marketing plan becomes effective. So personally, I like blogging. I get to do a blog post every single day. I do it 7 days a week. I do stuff that I write, and I do stuff that's viral. So that's a really great way to do it. However, if you are willing to go into article marketing, and you want to go and take your chance, and you want to do it, and you think you can write a good article, then I'm going to show you what to do, because article marketing can be very effective and earn some great income. So here's what you want to do. Any article you write, you want it to be optimized for search engines. They call that SEO, search engine optimization. What you're going to do is choose a keyword based on the topic that you want to write about. Now the keyword could be a key phrase. Then there are two things you want to do when you decide on that. The first is to I like to actually open both windows. Google AdWords Keyword Tool and Google itself. Because you're going to be going back and forth. And what you're going to do is take that keyword or key phrase and put it in Google AdWords Keyword Tool and then do search. And what it's going to do is bring up a list that shows you how many people are actually searching for that word or phrase a month. Now you may see 0, so you're not going to want to use that. You know, you're going to want to look. They'll give you alternatives underneath. So you can figure out which ones fit what you're going to write about. Typically, you want to go with low comp. However, if the views are between 300 to 300,000, high will be okay. But your whole point is you want to try to get as much traffic as you can. Then, when you have that phrase or keyword you want to use, then you want to go and choose how your article is going to be written. Like say it's, you know, how to install laminate flooring. And perhaps, you know, your keyword was laminate flooring and you found that had a perfect number of people searching for it. So now you go into Google and you put in quotes, by the way, it has to be in quotes, how to install laminate flooring. Now you're going to see how many results there are of how many websites actually have that. If you see more than 300,000, don't use it. Now you're going to have to figure out another combination. So I like to cut it down and kind of manipulate it. You know, like how is the best way to install laminate flooring? Or what is the best way? Or the best way to install laminate flooring? Or tips. Now what you may find is, you know that when people type in online, you know, installing laminate flooring, maybe that's your key phrase, that they're going to type that in their search results. And then if you have a unique title that has that keyword in it, they're going to find your article. So that's important. So that's how you deal with the keyword. Now, where do you place your keyword? Your keyword must be in your article's title. It must be there. It must be in, which is also, your title is called your H1 tag. It also must be in the first line of your first paragraph. It then must be in your H2 tag. That's your second heading within your ad. And usually there's a third, you know, you'll put a third heading as well, and you want to have it in there. The other thing is you want it to be the very last line of your article. Typically it could be someone, you know, at the bottom someone might be, like in a blog post, you put, you know, like and share my article about installing laminate flooring. You know, if it's an article for Ezine, it's probably going to be in the last line of your paragraph. And then you have a call to action, which we'll get to in a minute. You might want to try to get it in there. Then you want to do it every 100 words you want that to be. You don't want it to be any closer, because this is especially true with article marketing. A site like Ezine Articles will fail your article. So you want to check per 100 words and then put your keyword. And you want to make sure your article is 500 words or more, especially with Ezine. Don't do any less. So when you have 500 words, you want to have at least 5 to 6 times that your keyword's being used. Really important. The next thing is you do not want your article to be self-serving. It will not get approved. It can't be self-serving. You also don't want to use things like I and me. You want to be able to somehow use your own experience, because Ezine wants that. They want you to write it based on what you know and your own experience, but do it in a way where you're knowledgeable, you know what you're talking about, but you're telling the viewer. Not using I or me. Try to make it more about facts, like based on what you went through. Article marketing also is not about being personal. You don't write personal stories. It's all about information, informative articles, how-to, reviews sometimes. Be very careful on that too. I did a review about a scam, and they wouldn't let the article go. They said, well, you mentioned the name of the scam, so we're not going to allow that. The next thing you want to do is make a call to action. A call to action that's your self-serving section. That's what brings in your viewer to your web page. So you want to make it simple. You want to have something like, thank you for reading this article. If you like it, please like it on Facebook. And then you want to have your name. And then you want to have a little call to action. Like, work with me personally. And then there's a link to your website. And then maybe have a PS if you like making, $100 to $500 a week. If you want to work online, take a look at my site and have your link there. Whatever it may be. So that call to action is very important, because otherwise, if you're involved in article marketing, your article is useless. Now you can write how-to articles if you want, and you don't want to make money, and you just want to do how-to articles. You can do that. That's up to you. But for this video, we're talking about making money online and dealing with online marketing, so you have to have that call to action. Now, I'm going to make a video that's all about, alright, the video may even already be online right now, that's going to be all about Ezine Articles. I'm going to tell you the brutal truth about how they work, what to expect, how to write your articles with them, and how difficult it is to deal with them. So, I want to go, more into detail in that video than on here. But if you can get your articles up, you should do well. You will get traffic. And the tip would be to try to get 1 to 2 articles up every day. And there's other article directories and other sites you can also submit to. I haven't done that, but I'm sure the rules are similar. But like I said earlier, 70% of your traffic will come from Ezine. So they are the ones you really want to focus on. So I hope that helped you. I hope that helped you understand article marketing a lot more. And I will see you next time.